All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Andre Nagel, and today I am with 20 Platinum Time Winner Award band, the Chans. The Chans. So today we got 3 out of the 4 involved in the band. And would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Start from there. Hello, my name's Christian Munoz. I am the drummer for the Chans.
I'm Kylan. I play bass and I'm the lead.
I'm Matt. I play guitar. I do some backup vocals.
And who are we missing?
Brain.
Brandon Santos.
What the fuck, Brandon? Jesus.
Boy in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
You could have drove.
That's a bop,
That
bro.
is a fucking
Do the
bop.
trains real quick.
Yeah, right? And just take an Amtrak or the new,
You could actually.
What's the new? What's it right? Yeah, I don't think it goes that far though.
Nah,
Bro,
not yet. Not
what is
yet.
it, like
Especially
faster?
like with,
All the crashes going on this.
What?
which I don't understand. It was like, how do people just
Crash a
Get
train?
caught up right then and not. So fast. I'm right here. It's so fast that I feel like it doesn't close in time.
you don't think so? You think it's just like,
Oh, I worked right like down the street from the thing.
yeah,
They did a new stop in the Boca thing. And I always see like police around there because there's always some issue with it.
I just never understood how people can get hit by a train, especially nowadays. Like when you have the thing that's really going like this, that does pertain to people who are dickheads and don't want to move out the way, because that's like the worst.
Yeah.
Like-
But even if you do get like trapped on the tracks and like between the things, I'm gonna run that shit over.
Yeah,
Like 10 times. Either that or I'm gonna just run that shit over.
yeah. It's like I'm pushing everyone either
We play
in front of
GTA.
me.
We know it.
Literally.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, try to steal dopamine.
You guys have been putting some work in the past year, I would say, but before that, obviously starting the foundation and working towards that. So how does it feel now to being out in these shows, performing a lot more to bigger crowds, better venues, and just seeing the bigger picture kind of unfold into what it is?
I mean, this year alone, we played
The last year.
only 2 shows. Oh, I mean, just this year starting,
Oh, trade.
2 shows, and they were in places that we've been wanting to play for a long time that we've never played. And I would say they're like bigger venues compared to what we've played in the past.
Yeah.
But I think it's been like about like 3 years now since we've been playing.
Yeah. Yeah, but like it's changed. It's definitely changed a lot. Because like back in the day, we would have to like beg to play anywhere. Like, you know, do the whole fucking like paragraph shit. Like, oh, this is us, you know.
Get our name out there.
But now we're in a position where we can like actually like turn down shows. And,
Really?
like, yeah, and like if one of us has something going on, it's not the end of the world if we can't play a show. Like back in the day, like we had to play every show.
Do you guys feel like there was kind of a shift in? I would say in the beginning, a lot of people who were getting started, they have a form of desperation. Do you feel like that level of desperation has decreased ever since like you guys have been performing a lot more, or is it still kind of level where it's like we really want to, but we don't have to, we don't need
Oh,
to?
that's a good question.
It depends on like the opportunity because like
Yeah.
That's true,
we
yeah.
can go play down the street
Yeah,
and we're not desperate about that. But if we're trying to play like Okeechobee Fest,
Yeah.
for like 3 points,
Yeah.
we're definitely putting more work into like trying to get that day or putting our name into that little like
Yeah.
Pot, yeah.
understandable.
I mean, I want to play every show. I'll play down the street if I like
Yeah.
if I can.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
even if it's us
Yeah.
3. So we do play like us 3. If Brandon's not available, but for the most part, we like to get him involved and
Yeah, of
everyone
course.
did it or have one on me about one.
The OG.
Yeah, that
Sure.
was
Yeah,
stuff.
and it's,
So when did the idea of the Chance come to be? Like, I know you guys said you started playing 3 years ago, but I feel like you guys have been going at this earlier than that.
I mean, obviously we're all from Coral Springs High.
Yeah.
Like we met there, and I think after Spill, like a little bit like record where at. I remember going on Craigslist and being literally like $100 drum set. Oh yeah, Harquin hammered. We have to buy it. We
but why? Why do you have to buy it?
government. It's like something when we gotta make a band and we gotta start playing.
Yeah.
We all like the same type of music.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't know anyone else who liked that same type of music that we did. So it just made sense to kind of like, we would go to shows and festivals and be like,
We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is after we started playing together, and like, obviously we were shit back then. Like,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
easier said than done.
Of course.
Like, we've gotten a lot better, but like back then, just from the sound alone, like we knew like there was something. Like if it was shit, then
Yeah. Sometimes you have to be realistic, but then like even like the rational way of thinking about it, if you really do believe in it and you see it, it can turn into something that you really want it to. So like when starting a band and working out all the kinks and all that stuff, what is the biggest adjustment you guys went through from where you guys started to where you're at now? Like what had to be let go of, what had to be brought in, and what had to be changed?
good question.
I mean, that's the question. Yeah. We never really like,
Just like the seriousness,
I mean, yeah, I would say
like how serious we took it.
we started playing a couple shows before COVID hit. And then we had some like bigger shows lined up. And then COVID hit, and then it kind of like derailed everything. After that, we realized
That was a gut punch.
we
Yeah.
realized, okay, let's take social media seriously. Yeah. This past year, we like took it very seriously. You guys have grown. Yeah, we've grown. And you know, we formed a lot of relationships in through
Very,
shows
very
and
important.
Instagram, through like being in this little scene that there is. So that would be a big thing, is just kind of taking that more seriously. Okay. Yeah, because I feel that now the level of seriousness has had it grown. You have to kind of look at it as a business almost,
Yeah.
because this can eat your bread and butter. Yeah. Wherever it leads to. And I think if one person's not on the same page, I feel like that can kind of sabotage the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it?
Was it easy for everyone to get on the same page? Like, okay, we need to fucking do this, or was there someone that was kind of like iffy and
Not really. All of us have been into it, but like we've had like borderline arguments in the past, like band discussions where like someone will like hold the other person accountable, like, oh, you're not trying hard enough, or
which is important
things
too.
of that nature. Like that started becoming like a real thing. Like when we started noticing, like, oh shit, like we're actually like playing shows and like people are enjoying this. Like that's when it came to like we have to be good. Like we can't just fucking be making mistakes every fucking show anymore. Like we have to be practicing shit like that, you know.
So were any of you guys in band in high school or middle school?
Never. Me and him never touched an instrument before
Really?
this. Yeah.
So how long did it take you guys to really like learn?
Heck, like what do you like here?
Like to learn to play well, or
I would say just get like the basics down.
not very long.
Not
'Cause,
really,
like
right?
at least I don't know about him, but when I joined, they already had like two songs maybe like set up, and so they would just show me the fucking like notes. Like back then, that was the real, like it would be like fucking like 30 seconds, 15 seconds will play, and then I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell me again, and then I'll still fuck it up. And so that was a real fucking like
Yeah, pretty much me and Brandon we both play guitar. Yeah, and we would link up. And that was like the start. It would just be me and him linking up. Yeah, creating songs. Then we got Christian on, and we're like start playing drums. And he's never played drum, but then he started. Yeah.
rock band. It's funny because
I feel that. Yeah.
it's funny because when we used to play rock band, that's what the instruments we played. I played the bass, he played the guitar, and he played the drums.
That's
yeah.
dope. That's dope.
Shout out
Shout out to Rock Band. Come out with a new one. I need a new one.
For real, we need a new one.
I need a
stat.
VR one.
Oh, for that, yeah.
I feel like VR would be crazy. Like putting yourself in like an actual live crowd.
Ooh, VR.
Yeah.
VR Guitar Hero. That sounds sick.
Oh man, I would die. You know what's funny? When I first got into Guitar Hero, I think it was elementary school, but at the time I broke my wrist. So it from that wrist break, it caused me to learn how to play Goofy.
I play like this because like I wasn't able.
That's how I play Guitar Hero.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Once I started noticing people play like this, I'm like, you're playing it wrong. They're like, no,
That was me
no, this is
too.
actually how it's supposed to. I'm like, well, fuck, now I'm the retard.
Yeah.
So
And when I started playing bass, And my first thought was like, oh, I'll just hold it like how I hold
Yeah.
it, but it doesn't work. Like the frets are upside down,
Yeah.
everything's upside down.
That's the whole thing.
So like, yeah, that was the thing. I was like, damn, I have to do it with my right hand. 'Cause I'm so uncoordinated, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just still to this day, I don't know how I fucking play and
They
say.
started like how they got to this point. Like it's just like literally naturally just happened.
Yeah.
It's like
And it's a want tune as well.
songs that we play are original. Like we don't even play covers, so it's kind of like okay, these are our songs. How
Have
we
you guys
play
ever
them.
done covers?
Yeah.
Done
Yeah.
covers? Yeah.
Yeah, we've covered a Nirvana song. We've done some surf songs. We do like The Office sometimes. We did
Jack White, like White Stripe.
yeah, but not live. Fucking what's that one song? Melt With You.
Oh yeah.
I'll stop
yeah.
the world. We did that a long time ago. But yeah, but other than that, we just do originals.
So I know that last year, you guys got to perform in, I guess, one of the, I wouldn't say a contest, but like for 3 points for a band to actually perform in the actual event. So how was that even being asked to go perform in front of those
crazy.
people? Is
How
it,
many bands got asked? Or
Apparently,
applied?
like 500 band. Oh no way. Or maybe 200, 400 to 500. It's still something in that number. We're less. They picked like 20.
For 2 nights?
Okay.
It was like 2 nights. Yeah, and they probably would pick like 5 performers out of those. Yeah, they put like 4.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
crazy though. We never.
But we literally just put our name in there. Here's our stuff, like what we've been working on for the past week. Released a couple singles and EPs, and we had some videos, and we had a social media presence. So based on that, I feel like they picked us.
dope?
Yeah. But that was a
Dope.
big like confidence boost.
So have each of you like wrote your own song and then performed it, or is it more like this like specific person that does it?
I mean, usually, so like you're asking like how we make a song.
I would say because I know in a band, everyone's
Like the Beatles, like John Lennon and fucking.
yeah, everyone can write their own song or pretty much come up with a name and stuff, write the lyrics, everyone follows along. Like, have you came up with a song? Have you came up with a song? Have you came up with a song? And you guys just like decide
And
to do it?
most of the time, it's me and him.
Okay.
Like Brandon's made like one song like back in the day.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's me and him.
Hey, 2023, we got Christian on.
Yeah, Christian
Hell
on the
yeah.
vocals. But
Screaming.
Right.
fuck it, like, but
I like that.
we just because all our songs are just jams.
Yeah.
And then we just throw lyrics on top of them. So, like through that process, like I feel like me and him have gotten like good at not good at writing because we're not good at writing songs.
You guys improved
but
for sure.
we've improved at writing songs, so it's a lot simpler for us to sit down and like.
Yeah. So is
hear a
it
song.
instrumental first then lyrics?
For
Yeah.
for it's either bass or guitar first.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then his is work on. We form it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we'll just be fucking practicing and then somebody will play something. Like one riff or
Yeah.
something. Even just a note. Like
And
two notes.
is it random? Like someone just like fuck around and like bring up a damn that is like, oh,
Start jamming to like a freaking idea.
Yeah.
And then we form it around if we like it.
Like 90% of our songs were random. Like either me playing like a random ass most
Okay.
of them were random ass bass lines. Like, oh shit, that's cool. And then like I have all that shit. I record all our
like
practice sessions and
Okay.
like you can hear
Smart. Yeah.
like there's
Yeah, we listen to them back and then we're like, oh,
yeah.
like, this is
maybe
how we
this,
should
yeah.
play it. This, even if it's just from this one take, we're like, that's how it should go.
But it's cool to even see like the process because there's some
Yeah.
recordings where like we have a song called Catacombs
Okay.
and that happened like I just started playing a bass line. It was me, him, and Brandon went to the bathroom and while he was in the bathroom I started playing this bass line.
Nice.
And then he comes back, he's like, oh, that was so sick.
You heard it in the bathroom?
Yeah, here in the bathroom, and I start playing it again, and literally it's crazy because the first thing he fucking played is what the song is. Like,
Nice.
that's what he plays to this day. But just hearing like just that process alone is pretty.
So when you say that you record sessions, do you ever like listen to, let's say, 4 sessions and they're all from different days, and you can pick a certain riff from each day to turn into a song? Is that doable, or is that more kind of complex to do?
that's doable. I feel like we've done that once.
I mean, if
Like-
it's all the same song, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
have like at least one song that's like, there's different versions of the one song.
Okay.
I wouldn't say we take from like, oh, here and here.
Yeah.
But maybe like
we'll have 3 different like recordings of one song, and then we'll pull.
That could happen. Like 3 different recordings of one song will be different.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, we like how we did this one on this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Then.
So from your first show to your last show, what is the same feeling that you retain? Like, what? Like, do you still have the level of excitement? You get the adrenaline pumped and all that stuff, or is there anything
Always,
that's been let go
always
of?
excited.
Yeah.
Like, we used to be a lot more nervous. Like,
Okay.
there used to be a lot more nervousness than excitement. Like, I used to not be able to sleep before shows. Like, now I fucking oversleep.
Oh
And
no.
fucking miss
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna wake up 5 minutes before.
like, oh shit, I'm on my way.
Fuck.
Like, sometimes we won't even rehearse for
You
shows.
just go straight to it.
Yeah, but we're still, because we have that, like, confidence now. At least I do. Like, from playing these shows this past year with, like, the 3 of us, like me
Yeah.
and Matt, and then either Christian or James, who was doing some, like, fill-in drumming for us.
There you go.
Those shows, like, really boosted my confidence, at least. Like,
So do
being up
you guys
there.
use the people that fill in to play at shows? Or is it mainly like when you do a show, it's strictly you guys? Like, you don't really ever replace someone
No,
or substitute them, I would say.
that was just going on because he was out of town for school.
Damn it, Christian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was living in Fort Myers for like a little bit.
Oh,
and
really?
I was going to school there and at
Shit.
FGCU.
Yeah.
So I had a buddy who's been playing drums for years,
There you
and
go.
I was like, yo, and we all know him from like Whole Foods.
We worked
Okay.
together
All
for
right.
years, yeah.
The Whole Foods fame.
Whole Foods fam, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy too. Like, you never know the connections that you make and how they affect you. Because we never thought
Yeah.
that we'd be playing with him.
No?
Never, hell no.
I'll bring anyone else. Definitely, his experience is like miles ahead of ours.
Oh, no way.
Definitely, I had
Dope.
to pick up from him. And so now it's kind of like, it's like a collective. Now we're just like bringing in people like, okay, they're just part of like the chance, like whatever family.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part you guys had to go through when it came to forming band and keeping one? Because I know sometimes us naturally, our egos get in the way and it could cause like conflict or like disputes and all that. But I know as a band to really, like I said, become on one page, you guys say that you guys have had challenges, but now it's like getting a lot easier. What would you say was like the hardest part to really like not get to you when something was not being or going the way that you wanted to? Like you would ask for something and it wouldn't be chosen. Like how has the reaction changed since from before? Has it always been level-headed with all of you?
Nah, there's definitely been, like, moments. I think I'm, like, the main one, honestly, that, like, will have those moments. But, like, honestly, I don't think it's over, like, anything, like, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Anything small.
Okay.
Simple word.
Yeah.
But, like, shit, like, just, like, dedication. Shit that had to do with dedication and, like, the music. Like, in the beginning, Brandon, because his family is really, like, religious, he wanted, like, to censor all
A
the
lot of stuff.
music, and I wasn't having
That's
that.
tough.
Yeah,
That's
so,
tough.
and, like,
yeah.
yeah. And so I got into it, with him, and then with Christian, like, he just wouldn't, back in the day, he wouldn't practice enough, and it would show, like, when we would practice together, and I would get on him about that, and, like, someone has to be the bad guy, and I'm fine with being the bad guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm fine with being the bad guy.
And do you think from being the bad guy, it's helped you guys kind of seen something that you wouldn't have seen before if you wouldn't have challenged
I hope
whatever
so.
things going
hope
through?
so.
Yeah.
Everything
Right?
that's been like that's pointed out is just for like
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
Nothing personal.
I would see the best. Like I don't see any bad intentions.
Yeah.
They're one of them because
That's good.
they've been my brothers for like
Yeah.
how many years?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, we're not just, like, we didn't just meet up and, like, oh, let's start a band.
Yeah.
And just met. Like, we've been friends.
Just end it.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. And I feel like the level of confidence you guys all have in each other, I think that's what makes it easier too. Because you don't be like, the fuck is he talking about? He's like, no, like, I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Let's
Yeah.
The difference between like okay, we all met from high school and
Yeah.
obviously like we built this whole thing together.
Yeah.
Compared to like a band, oh, we need a drummer. We need
Just
to
picking on
looking for
someone
a lot of
random. Yeah.
different-
No, it could come out sick
yeah.
too, but like it's just a different chemistry out there.
Mhm.
I feel that.
That's I think that's the thing that I saw, like, from the jump, like, the chemistry we all had, because it all came so fucking naturally, and, like, to end that would be really hard, like, amongst friends.
Probably be heartbreaking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, even if Christian did not change, right, and did not start practicing, probably would have never kicked him out or anything like that. Like we would have just had to continue with it because I'm not gonna kick him out. It's my friend.
Yeah.
It
So,
has
you
it
know.
has to be expressed.
Yeah, but it has to
known.
be expressed.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah,
expressed.
I feel like communication is with whatever relationship you're in, whether it's a band, it's a team, or your own relationship. It's the communication. It's a big factor. So, what was your guys' favorite venue that you guys have performed at?
The last one that we just did.
Really?
Yeah.
Grams? Yeah, Grams was sick. Yeah, they fucking
Last
well, yeah, we fucking we've seen a lot of shows there, so like it was pretty sick to play there, and they were really accommodating,
There you go.
and the sound was awesome.
Yeah, sound out nice. Yeah, like this when they recorded our entire session. Like,
Yeah.
Such a
So you got
nice
some high
guy.
quality shit. There you go.
Like the audio from this shit.
So what's your guys' next move? Yeah, like what shows are coming up, or what shows you really want to play this year? And are you guys coming out with any new music? You guys experimenting?
Yeah, we're gonna try to link up with the lead for this band called Zipper.
Okay.
They're from West Palm, but we're gonna try to link up with them and record through tape, because all the shit we've recorded has been digital, and tape is what gives you the sound like that we really want.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it gives it more of a like a more grungy.
On tape, it's like you can convert it to digital, but
Yeah.
it's like an analog processor, so it gives you more of that, grainy and white text.
So we're gonna fuck with that. Definitely trying to get more recordings out. Definitely want to try to get on this year's 3 Points. Maybe try to do that. I don't know how. Don't know how. I doubt we'll be invited back again. We'll infiltrate
just
somehow.
storm in there.
Fucking.
You know, it's funny. There was a time, I think it was not last 3 Points, but the one before that. It was the first day. I think it's when the Strokes were performing. They were the last performance.
Yeah, Strokes for the first day. Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah.
We were all there. Is that when it was raining?
Yeah, it started raining all
You
of a sudden.
couldn't move.
But it was crazy because like I got there just in time for the Strokes before they're about to perform, and my boy dropped me off because he was staying at this studio, and I chilled there at pregame a little bit because I was going by myself, and until I met with some friends. But when I got dropped off, my friend dropped me off at the very other side of the entrance where it's like security and all that stuff. I was kind of lit, so I started like walking into it really at a fast pace, like I needed to be somewhere. The security was like, production? I did not even hesitate. I was like, yes. And he just let me right in. So he let me right in, and then there was a thing that just went through my head. I was like, I need to make sure I know everyone's name, like all the security guards, and introduce myself so they know me. So that it's not like any like suspicion, like this guy's not supposed to be here. But it was funny because I was all purple and everyone else was all black. So it was like the biggest like
The big
a
standout.
yeah. So
When that perp gang, yeah, for real.
so I get let through, and then I started actually building set on the stage and all that. And then finally my friend was coming, he was meeting me. I went to go pick him up, and it was so weird. This girl was like lucky to be there at that time. She was trying to get in, trying to like, I guess, hassle the security guard. And I walk by, he's like, she with you? I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yeah. And then I brought my friend too. So I brought this random girl, came in, and she just got pretty much in for free, got to go backstage with the Strokes too. And then what was wild was when I was leaving, I was faded, and my phone died. So I'm like walking through, it's in Wynwood, right? Yeah, it was in Wynwood. Walking through Wynwood, and I end up in this sketchy ass area where there's like no lights in the buildings.
Jesus.
And then there's a parking lot. And I'm looking, and in the parking lot, it's kind of empty, but there's one big ass Mercedes Sprinter van, and it's on. So I was like, that person has to have a charger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ask
A
them.
bang buzz right though.
Yeah. So I walk up, and the guy rolls down the window, and I'm like, hey, my phone died. I see you charge my phone. Do you have one? And this guy was like straight up Russian as fuck.
Fucking mafia.
Big accent. He's like, where are you from? Like, he's like, my name, I forgot his name, but basically had a strong accent, but he was tweaking. He was like always fidgeting, going like this, like talking.
Jesus.
And he's like, yeah, I got charger. He's like, come in. And I was like, no, I'll just give it to you. I'll just chill out here. And he's like, no. So then we start making conversation. Comes to find out, he was the driver for the Strokes.
What?
Yeah, and he took me home in the Sprinter van before they were going to leave 3 Points. So it was like I think I saw the video, but it was a big ass Sprinter van. It's all red inside. They have a big ass TV, like drinks everywhere.
What?
And this guy is just speeding. Like, I was scared the whole time, but enjoying myself. And he dropped me all the way off. He got a free ride from that. So it was just like such a movie-like experience.
That's sick. What
Like
the fuck?
it was fucking insane.
While we were getting rained on.
I mean, I got rained on. I got rained on too. Like that shit was. It was good.
I brought a poncho.
Did you?
You did?
Oh, you're smart.
That was like, it was the most Florida thing ever because the Strokes, they didn't even play. Like, it was like they delayed their.
They did.
We're like an
Big
hour.
time. Big time. I was
And
pissed.
then, like, it started to rain, and I literally see everyone around me reach into their backpack and pull out a poncho or, like, an umbrella. So everyone was, like, prepped for it.
That was
Everyone,
not.
honestly.
I was
wasn't.
soaked.
And we were like, okay, we're ready. And then we see Christian and Haida. Like, we haven't even met up with them yet.
Yeah.
We see them coming, and they're like, he has a jacket. Like, he told me and had, like, a
canopy for Haida.
yeah, they're, like, getting so... That was so random, too, with Bruins FC.
Why the chants? Where did the chants come from?
At first, they came up with Jackie and the Chans.
Okay.
And I don't know where
I like
that
that
came
too, yeah.
from. I like that. I like it too. And then I don't know who came up with, like, who suggested it first, but I always had the idea, like, just shortening it to the Chans. 'Cause my dad kept suggesting it. He's like, you got to shorten the name. And so I think, I don't know if it was me, but someone one day recommended shortening the name. I think it was me.
Yeah.
And we all kind of had the mind the Chans, obviously. Like, we all just clicked to the Chans.
And for like copyright purposes.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to get sued by Jack.
I wasn't
Yeah.
thinking of
yeah.
that. We
As long as that
respect
apostrophe
Jackie.
is not there.
Our whole band is just based off of Rush Hour, like the whole...
Every song is just a scene out of Rush Hour.
So where can everyone find you guys? On social media.
It's Instagram, that's where we're mostly active. We're on Facebook.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, at the Chans FL.
Yeah, all
Title.
platforms.
There you go.
thechansfl@gmail.com.
Anyway, if you wanna reach out, you want them to come perform at your venue, do you want them to take over, and do you want them to really come sing your birthday party? You never know. It could be one of those events, but nonetheless, thank you guys for coming out. I do appreciate
Thanks
this
for having us.
conversation. We will talk some more soon. Might have you guys come back later on in the year, which would be fun to see where we've all grown to.
Yeah.
If you want to find us on social media, find us on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube at Welcome to the Podcast, TADA. And if you want to reach out, you want to come on the podcast as well, reach out to welcome to the podcast at gmail.com. Once again, thank you guys. Thank you, the Chans. Let's fucking,
Shout out Andre.
let's fucking kill the rest of the year, yeah?
Yes, sir. Jordan year.
Jordan.
It's our Jordan year, I'm telling you. Oh, the Beckham year.